Alright, y'all. I don't usually pull this card, but let's pull a card for the collective. Why not? It's a little fun thing to do that I haven't expressed for a while, and I feel it's just fun to bring along as a tool. Help see some things and clear in the collective. So we're going to be using this Dragon Oracle deck. One of my faves. The only two I have. So, while we're jumping right into this, let's allow ourselves to fully relax in and be absolutely present in this living now moment together. Because it's in this living now moment that we're pulling a card. Just for funds to help us read, as I said, and feel into the collective consciousness energies of the earth, of humanity, and of the earth right now. All of our friends and family in every form of life. So what do we got? What do we got? What we got rolling through from some aspects of the dragon realms, and I ask for the absolute highest and fullest, whole, complete dragon realms of my connected with my own soul and experience in life, and connected with everybody's soul and experience in life who will be watching this video, and beyond, simply into the whole collective of the dragon dimensions and realms, and how we are connected here together as a common family, humanity family, with the dragon family, as well as the earth and all the elements of nature, and beyond, galactically and universally, and how we're really working together in this highest, truest, literal, living, Christos realignment mission, the mission for everyone and everything to really be living in that harmony and that fullness which comes from directly within us. Alright, before I get on a tangent, we're obviously don't need a card. Cards are fun. Let's do it. What else we got beyond anything I may think or not think? One of my faves. It's one of the first ones that ever drew me in on this deck. One of the first ones I drew in way back. Golden Orange Dragon. Okay, sweet. Let's see what it says. Come on now. Tune on in with me. Golden Orange Dragon. Expand your light for ascension. Okay. Yes. Be a peaceful warrior. Help those in need. And remember your magnificence. Be a peaceful warrior. Help those in need. And remember your magnificence. Expands your light for ascension. To be a peaceful warrior. To help those in need. Oh, I remember your magnificence. So I feel, yeah, strongly as just speaking to each individually one of us in like the truest, highest path we have to live and be. To diligently be learning and researching what we need to, that absolutely fosters us just to dissolve even all that away, but yet utilize that to look even deeper inside of ourselves and our greater expansion or greater self-work. Some of us, that's major points of healing. Some of us, we're pretty good with that, and we can move onward in actual like activation to hone together all the wisdom and the energies reclaimed full through that healing to combine with our hearts to combine with our living chi and life force energy in the body is to really marry together in a complete union, to fill our bodies with that full infinite spirit living life force, to activate the full technology deeper into our cells, to the DNA, the technology that lays weight, and yet in that activation and togetherness to sort of begin like a reprogramming and a realigning with like the highest, most truly coherent, clear, crystalline versions of ourselves, to show up as those peaceful, powerful warriors, to really go forward, to paving the way, to literally paving the way, allowing like our higher, stronger, whole divine Christ masculine energy to come up and pave that way for the feminine to also rise up just her same and stand forward and command, and together them conceiving and birthing creations into this world that are helping those in most need of our medicine, those in most need of our abilities and our skills and the things that we are learning and have learned and that we are wanting to practice connected openly with each other in more and more settings of which we self-delegate and self-lead. That source God shows us in our highest, truest self, constantly shows us to help our highest self land in our bodies, to actually allow it to land in all the different places of our multidimensional body and connect to the physical and be part of us fully consciously, to actually be present to help those in need that truly need that, truly need what we have to give. That truly allows those visions to land, because we're just walking forth to go take the next step that opens up the real avenues for us, our real us, to land fully. Let's remember the beauty, magnificence, the power and the peace, that comes forth from the true humility to show up to that process, saying yes with the greatest wisdom and maturity and clarity and joy, peace, excitement, channeled together in a clear sense of implementing each step. So there's that one. Let us pull another card. Why not? Let's roll on through the second dragon card for us today. Yes. 22. 2 for 22. Closing out 22. Here we go. A lovely perfection for everything I was just saying, and for these times, right at this moment, around Christmas, Christos, celebration, Christ, Mass, Christ, movement. For the true landing of actual whole humanness, which is whole spirit, whole humanness, whole soul, incarnated embodiment. That's just Christ. Golden Christ the Dragon. How lovely and appropriate. Does that agree? Or disagree, whichever. It's all perfect. Golden Christ the Dragon brings your higher love so that you embody the Christ light. Absorb the Christ light. You are protected. Relax in that safety of allowing yourself to fully be protected, to fully be present and fully be walking your way, walking the mission, to walking that mission, walking the way, walking the path of your highest, truest avatar embodiment of Simply beyond that is the highest truth, literal actual service, becoming like more and more expanding as you put in all that work to really bring through your higher self, really bring through your Christ light, the Christ light that you are individually unique in your frequency to shine in like the full spectrum rainbow of the whole living source, God, Christ light. Own your rainbow in its entirety, but along within the collective, own your ray of color within the rainbow, which is infinite and far beyond what we may perceive. Infinite and far beyond what we may perceive. Hopefully the camera caught that. The lower battery thing popped up. In our own visual spectrum of colors, which is actually, we are capable of perceiving so much more than what we think with these like limited 5 senses programming in the collective. No, let's do away with that. Let's go back to at least the original base 12 senses of the human body. That's what we're here to be embodying. That's the avatar mission. Part of the avatar mission and path, part of the Christ embodiment path is just that will begin happening because we're dedicating deeper and so much more in healthful living light, healthful vitality living in our bodies, and actualizing at every layer and level through a nervous system, through our 12 cranial nerves and the nerves of the brain stem into the brain, into the spinal cord, the spinal column, the nervous system, the vagus nerve, and through down through into the cells of the bodies and all the connection points within those, into all these energy centers, collectives of the different points in our bodies, and how the energy flows through those, creating the meridian systems in those energy centers and those acupuncture points of where they all interconnect, intersect, and communicate with each other. So what we have to do is like really feel down to those levels, and really feel even further down to our electronic level to become even greater masters, and even more to our biophotonic level, and through with our quanta consciousness particle, quanta consciousness like aspects of sparks of soul, spirit, light, and our living source, soul, embodied consciousness to marry together. Speak a little fast. To marry together and become a more like actual embodied version of our living Christ light. And allowing all of our senses to come online and perceive visually, third eye, fourth, fifth, sixth eye, beyond that, here with like our third and fourth and fifth ears, and really perceive these full spectrums of light, energy, color, consciousness of everything. How then we can hone in our own individual of that and connect in with the most love and most coherency and most beauty to dance along in a greater orchestrated harmony with all that is dancing through us in our individual living sovereign creativity of our truest Christ self. So there's that. So absorb the Christ light. You are protected. You are protected. It says expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional. Well, that's a part of it. We're going beyond fifth dimension here. Fifth dimension is a part of like the I guess what we're more able to easily access and ground into the human 3D bodies at this time, and becoming lead to upgrade the bodies to connect with that. But at the same time, it's beyond. We can like for me it's the base 12 dimensional embodiment, because that for me is like the base. It's the base of it, just like the 12 senses is the base of like our dimensional capacity, connection, and embodiment with these human bodies, these sacred bio-spiritual, most advanced technologies in this universe. Literally, is this human body, and the base of which we're able to connect into is the 12th dimension. I feel like with everything right now, obviously with its being shaken up, because it's the times of greater ascension as the earth is like moving through these greater higher charged energetic points of the galaxy, of the universe, through the photon belt of the galaxy. Everything's being charged and allowing us more easy access to all dimensions. So we can start with the 12, I would say, but you can also start with the 5 for some people. Everyone's at a different point in their journey and however you want to look at it, but ultimately it's going to lead you to go and expand higher anyway, which is just grounding in more with that energy and clearing everything out in the physical, light, energetic bodies and the auric field to be in a crystalline alignment to really open us up to a greater capacity of what it means to be the fullest base human, but then we can expand beyond that. Because then we can keep going to the 13th and the 14th, the 15th, which within the universal, from what I've learned and feel, like the universal time, space, kind of matrix connection makeup of this universe is based off of like a 15-dimensional base, but it still also goes beyond that, which connects into other universes and kind of like other aspects of this universe ascended in itself, as well as connected into other universes themselves in the multiversal reality, in the multiversal omnidimensional creation, meaning there's an infinite amount of dimensions we keep going, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30, and just keep going. But we have like a diligence of what we're really bringing on this planet as a whole collective right now, and what this universe is holding as like as that base, as that center to really fully ground into that foundation, really earth into that like etherical, cosmic, living, whole universal energy, and grow up from there to help everything and all of the universe and all of life to begin also expanding and actually be able to house and shift and shape and form to bring in these even higher dimensions from the 15th dimensional time matrix. But to a greater, so what we're like really working towards in our human journeys is really to get to like that higher, fuller just versions of ourselves, and discovering and going through the journeys of awakening, actual awakening to our truest soul source centers within us and our infinite creativity and our creative potential, and releasing all boundaries, fears, blockages, anything that holds us back from just allowing us to express and be that. Clearing that away, and no matter where we are, we're clearing away any of those holdbacks and blockages to ground in more of what we're capable of, to awakening the masters within us, the actual like whole masters and of the truest, highest self and spirit, married and whole together, and actually letting everything clear out, letting everything really just like the old stuff be destroyed, and like the old things just dissolve away with so much, the point is though that with so much peace, so much actual peace, so much actual love and compassion, awareness, to allow everything to gently, gracefully, and immaculately dissolve as it must, and earn the wisdoms and teachings from it all. To navigate these human journeys and the personalities, the identities, the ego aspects, the human bodies, with the spirit, with the soul, with the source, God energies, individual and beyond us, into all creation, to come through and wash everything clean, to be that full open channel, waterfall of spirit energy, of God, source energy, of by just first even just focusing on the path of our individual soul source embodiment, our fuller 12th dimensional 13th and 14th and 15th, with the absolute harmony aligned with the universal time matrix. In absolute harmony aligned with the universal time matrix, and then from there we become masters of time, space, dimension, of our own realities, and therefore of how to like to completely direct the collective reality in a greater, clear, fully aware mind, heart, spirit, emotions, thoughts, feelings, energies, chi, life force, cellular and body, communication, intelligence, soul, spirit, communications, and intelligence, coming together to foster the soul mastery and soul ascension, the up-leveling ascension of the soul itself, which is the point, as well as like these human bodies, the DNA, all these different genetics that each of us share individually unique and in different percentages and mixed together, ascending these, so we're like not only working with ourselves as a human race to up-level everything in this 3D physical reality, but all the other beings throughout all 3D and yet 4D and 5D that still have physical bodies, and yet also those that don't, that are connected specifically with the light codes and frequencies with the specific genetics that we hold. We're helping all of that and everyone that we share that with, and that our soul energy permeates through all time and space dimension. And within our individual soul life experiences, as well as the extended family of which is connected to it, to grow and ascend at these times. Based on that diligence of awakening, upon awakening, taking forth the true responsibility with all the humility, all the maturity and awareness, all that we're here to do and create, and choosing, like I said, to embody that master within us, like just making the choice to focus on that. And allow everything to just start aligning with it. Trust it. Just trust it. And so that's kind of like my fast flowing message here today. It was a bit of a fire round, but just for fun. Hopefully you can grasp something from it. Watch it a few times if you want to. Yeah, I love you guys so much. Maybe I'll do some more of these sometimes. It's a good vibe. It's a good vibe. Gets things rolling. Faux show, faux show. All right. Love you, family.